Hey guys, happy Labor Day. So I've been working on this project over the weekend and I totally upgraded my inventory management system and color coded everything and put new labels and everything. I'll explain how all this works. So the three main items that I sell in the store are t-shirts, lawn sleeve t-shirts, and hoodies, right? So I made those the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. And we also have bottoms and accessories, but that's gonna be, kind of changing a little bit. I'm gonna get different shelves and whatnot and make their own shelves for that. But for now, this is the color scheme I'm going for. And this will expand, there's still like orange and purple and other colors as well that we will use. Like for instance, let's say we have like a bunch of hats, like headwear, or we have a bunch of vests or whatever in the future, so we'll do that. But for now, this system is pretty freaking awesome. It's much more visually appealing and it's easier to see what you're doing now. So I'm gonna show you, let me grab one of these labels before. What did they look like? Here we go, here's a perfect example. So these were the labels, sorry about that. These were the labels before I switched everything, and they just had the description and the size, and then you'd have to take a Sharpie out and circle it. But what would happen is, so for example, let's say that we sold out of larges and we only had certain sizes left. Well, now you'd have to either cross that out or circle more, and then it'd get kind of confusing. So the system broke down easily. It did help a little bit when I first began to, try to understand and manage the inventory, but this system is completely better. So first of all, the size labels are way bigger. So as you could tell, there's medium and extra large, and you could see that really far away, like right away, you know exactly what's in there. Another thing that we did was there's now a picture on things, and there's a few constraints that we have to deal with when we were making this. And one of them was we had to print on the dymo labels because these are cheap, and if I wanted to print all these colored pictures, that would just cost money, and that's like more overhead for the business. So the one limit with this system is that you can't print in colors, so you're constrained to black and white. But it does okay. So for instance, gray, like it will print gray because it does the gradient. And now that I think about it, most of the stuff I make is like black, white, grays. Those are the main colors I use anyway, so it does work. But like for instance here, this kind of sucks because this is the blue shirt, but the shirt is black here, and then there's also the black shirt, so that's one constraint of it. But other than that, it's really cool because now there's a visual, and there's also, so there's a description, there's a visual, and then there's a huge size label. And that's like, and the cool thing is too that these things are easier to get out of here. Before, let me get the label again. Before, this label would rest in here, and it was like an inch down deep, and you'd have to like dig in there to get the label out, because we would swap these out every week because inventory would shift around, like stuff would sell, new stuff would come in. Now we just have these labels, and we don't really need to print that many because we can swap all of these around. They're mobile from box to box, right? So let's say I sold out of mediums there. Now I can just get a label that says extra large and swap it out, right? So I don't have to keep printing those labels out. And also, now we can fit 2 labels in the box, not just one. And, it's just a much better system that way. They're easier to get out. We also, one thing that we did was we set standards and rules. So for instance, if we have, let's say we have a lot of extra larges and we have, double XLs, and we have XLs, right? So what we did was we made a rule not to put the XLs with the double XLs. The reason why is because, and this is like a good rule to know, you want to rely on good systems and procedures rather than your brain and your body. And what I mean by that is, over the workday and as you work, your brain can, malfunction. So you want to make things as easy as possible. So for instance, if I was like really tired and I wasn't paying attention and I had an XL and a double XL in this box, I might accidentally grab the wrong one and then ship it out to a customer, right? And then that will cause more rework. It'll cause problems with the customer and you. So now like we have clear standards for that. The only way that standard breaks is if, let's say, we sold out all this inventory, but we only had like a couple mediums, a couple extra larges, and like a couple double XLs, right? We only had like, let's say we only had 5 of them, right? They would all still be in one box because now that inventory is running now and that shirt is getting, that design is getting retired, right? So we combine it all in one box. But when there's, you know, a lot of each shirt, then we would split it like that. And then, you know, eventually, you know, we're getting to the point where we won't even need to split sizes in a box. We'll just put one size in each box, you know, and that'll simplify it even more, you know. And yeah, so I really, really like this system. It's so much better. And you might be wondering, like, is there really a purpose to the color coding? And there is. So when I have to look for files on my computer, it's organized by date of creation. So like, let's say I created this hoodie a couple months ago, and I created this hoodie last year, but it was a restock. So I'd have to go through my files and remember which year I created that hoodie. Now I have a new system I'm developing, and I'll make a video about it, where I have folders that are color coded. So I have all the t-shirts that, all the folders are labeled red. So when I click on red, all the folders will pop up with, and it'll be all the t-shirt designs. So when I need to restock or reprint or use assets from that design, I can do that easily now. And I'll make a video showing how that works, because you guys might know this, but Mac has a color coding system on their folders, and you can use that. So we're totally switching everything out and doing that, and it's gonna be super awesome. So hope you guys like this video, and you know, subscribe to the channel and leave me some comments about what you think about it. Thanks, guys.